So basically, the entire GDP world will be doing the current, GDP, worldwide GDP. And yeah, we'll talk about 5 countries that will probably recover from the crisis first. So here is GDP, PPP, or purchasing power parity. And today we'll have 5 countries that will probably recover first from the entire crisis. The first country is Turkey. And why Turkey? It's because Turkey is in a very, very strategic location between the Black Sea and the Mediterranean Sea. Turkey is in a very strategic place here. Turkey has some of the most strategic seas in the entire world. And yeah, it's one of the most strategic areas in the entire world. Still connecting the Mediterranean to the Black Sea. Well, Turkey can basically, it has Istanbul, one of the most strategically important cities in the world. And Turkey, of course, was one of the first to recover from the 2008 to 2009 recession. The second country is India. Why would India recover? India was actually one of the only countries that wasn't really badly affected by the 2008 to 2009 recession. India has a lot of natural resources if the government can handle the country, if the government isn't like extremely corrupt. India has a lot, is throughout history has been rich in natural resources, probably one of the richest, and used to be actually one of the richest countries in the entire world. It's actually not fake. India used to be one of the richest countries in the entire world. And yeah, if in terms of strategicness, India used to be like one of the richest countries in the world until the UK took it over, and that's a whole nother past of history. So yeah, number 3 is is a tie between two more very strategic countries, Panama and Egypt, and that is because they have control the Suez Canal and the Panama Canal. I didn't want to go over both of them and separate ones, but they both control very strategic locations in the world, where the Panama Canal connects the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans here, and yeah, the Suez Canal, of course, connects the Mediterranean to the Hejaz. I don't know. Is it no? This is the Gulf of Arabia. This sea here, the Hejaz Sea, whatever it's called. I do not know what this area. The Strait. Oh, it's Strait of Hormuz. That's what it's called. But yeah, this country will do very, very well. Egypt will probably do very, very well. And yeah, the fourth country is the fourth country I think that will cover pretty easily is, I think, China. Why would China recover? Is same thing of India. China has a lot of natural resources in it, and also China's economy is actually only just starting to stabilize. So China's economy is already starting to recover very, very slowly. And China was another economy that wasn't really too badly affected by the 2009 to 2009 recession. Well, it really only mostly affected Europe. And the first country to recover from that one was Turkey. And yeah, China is a country that will probably recover from, unless it collapses, unless the country collapses, China will probably recover from this economic collapse that we're facing right now. And the fifth country that will probably recover is Arab Emirates. And why? It's because Arab Emirates is basically a very, very, very rich country. It is a country, once this whole stuff is over, a lot of people will start coming to the country. A lot of people will start coming back to the country. And yeah, I think United Arab Emirates is like one of the most visited per capita in the entire world. It beats even France. Well, it's even ahead of France on, tourists per person. And yeah, Arab Emirates is another country I think will survive. Will come back pretty easily. And other countries that I think could come back easily is Poland, because Poland has actually increased its economy a very amount. A lot of the Middle East, because most of the main exports is oil, and oil is a very, very important export. And the United Arab Emirates still exports oil to other countries. That's still one of the main parts of the economy. And yeah, and of course we're going to countries that will not do well afterwards. First is Venezuela. Oh yeah, Venezuela, country that has been doing abysmally throughout the past 5 years. Yeah, Venezuela was still not was still could do absolutely abysmally. Venezuela has always been in a recession. It's always in a recession. It has mostly countries that are already in recession. So Syria, Central African Republic, South Sudan, troublesome countries, Yemen, all those conflict zone countries, Central African Republic, Iraq, Afghanistan, yeah, those countries, okay? Those countries are probably gonna be, and also they're like one of the least prepared countries in the entire world. So yeah, those are countries that will probably come back in the world economy. Most of the world will come back in world economy, and yeah, that's basically it. Goodbye.